Hi, I'm Congressman Mike McIntyre, and it's great to be with you today as you hold your student government elections at Roger Bacon Academy. I actually enjoyed being at your school on Election Day this past November and greeted many of you and your parents as you came to school. And today I'd like to share with you about how I became interested in politics and some of the responsibilities that I have as your congressman. My dad was a city councilman in the city of Lumberton, which is about 70 miles up the road from here on US 74. I also was active as student body president in student government at Lumberton High School. So as a high school student, I was interested not only in politics in the school, but also in our nation. And I had an opportunity to go to a week-long seminar in Washington for student leaders called Washington Workshops. While I was there, I had the opportunity to get to know the man who was our congressman at that time and to also learn more about government. I later went to college at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where I studied political science and later got my law degree and then went back home to Lumberton to practice law. But you know, one of the best things about being a congressman is that I get to meet new people every day and get to work on issues that affect the people right here at home. And as you think about what it means to run for office or to vote for somebody for office, you want to have somebody serving you that first of all knows your school and that knows you and that knows what the concerns are. Not somebody that's just running for themselves because they may be excited, but they're running because they really want to help the people that they're being elected to represent. And that's why I enjoy serving as your congressman. When you look at who you decide that you want to choose to serve you in student government, make sure it's someone who carefully listens to your concerns about the issues you might know about right there in your own school. Make sure it's somebody that will discuss the problems with you, and then somebody that will stand up for you and argue your viewpoint or talk about your concerns or try to make a difference in the way things are done so that hopefully day-to-day life at Roger Bacon Academy or in your community or in our state or nation will be changed in a positive way. Here in Washington, I serve on two important committees that represent this part of North Carolina. One is on agriculture, because we know we have a large rural area in this part of North Carolina, and the other is armed services. We know we have several military bases in this part of North Carolina as well. We want to make sure that we are doing things to help those who help us, such as the farmers who feed us and also the military who protect us. Most everybody I know wants to make sure that they live in a safe environment and also that they're able to eat. But beyond that, we have other issues in this part of North Carolina that we have to stand up for, and whether it's our beaches and waterways, whether it's our concern about our grandparents and our senior citizens, whether it's our concern about our roads and highways or schools. There's so many different issues that we look at. You have a lot of issues going on in your school, and you want to find leaders who can look for creative solutions to those problems. So there are a number of great characteristics you should look for in candidates. Making sure it's someone who will listen to you, making sure it's someone who will then speak up for you, and making sure it's someone who will take action for you. In Congress, I've worked as an advocate for our farmers. Also, I've worked on family issues that affect families and practical things that happen every day in their lives. I've also worked for our military, our local law enforcement. We work with constantly, our firefighters and police, and also our senior citizens. We know that we all care about our grandparents, those who help make our nation the great place that it is. There are so many responsibilities that we have in government to look out for. I'm sure that you're excited about having your local elections in your school today, and I hope that you'll participate and be excited about supporting candidates that you believe in. I have some pocket-sized copies of the U.S. Constitution that we'll be happy to send to your school, and it's a privilege to serve you here in Congress to make sure that we're standing up for the things that concern you and your family and the folks at your school. I hope today in your elections you'll vote for somebody who will stand up for you, who will speak up for you, and who will take action on your behalf. God bless all of you all. I wish you the very best. And come see us here in Washington. It's not my office, it's your office. It's the people's office. And I enjoy serving in what we call the People's House, which is the U.S. House of Representatives, so that we can stand up for the people back home. After all, that's my first job, to stand up for you and the concerns that face you and your family and your school and the people from southeastern North Carolina. So come see us in Washington when you get a chance to come up here. And in the meantime, I hope I'll see you back home. I go home just about every weekend and am working on issues and projects and programs to try to help folks back home in southeastern North Carolina. God bless you. Hope things go well today in your election, and hope to see you soon.